Coach Keith asked a logical question. That's a good follow up to what we were just talking about. Why didn't the WWE reach out to you, Tony, at this time? Like, if we knew we tried Joey, got shut down. We tried Scott Hudson, played hokey pokey, came back, and he said, "I can get you started, but I can't stick around." They go with Lawler. Lawler was going to call WCW. He backs out. They go with Arn. Meanwhile, you were probably available, right?
Yeah, I was available. I think three reasons that they didn't use me. I think number one, when I kind of left Vince on the spur of the moment back in 1990, I think he had some animosity there. Number two, I think that my commentary at the end of WCW was not that good. So I don't think he liked my commentary. And number three, I just think that they just wanted to fuck me over.
Right.
No one ever called me. So there you go. And I'm not mad about it because, to be honest with you, at this time, I was working for WSB and I was actually going to Braves games and doing Braves pregame and postgame. I was pretty damn happy. Now, the money wasn't as good. It wasn't nearly as good. But with everything else I had going on, it was enough to keep me afloat. So I was happy away from it. Yes, I tried to get on. I did. I called many times and, Kevin Dunn said, "I'll call you back." And he never would. So I got the message.
Jim in Buffalo says, "We know you had a dead end interaction with Kevin Dunn after WCW was shut down, but did you and JR ever have a discussion about coming in? If not, do you think that would have helped?"
Yeah, you know what? I was in North Carolina and I saw him at a WWE event. I went to it. I even talked to Vince. And JR was talking. I was talking to JR about coming back to work in wrestling, maybe. And he said, "Well, he didn't really give me one way or the other, and he didn't really commit one way or the other. No, they don't want you. Or yes, there's a chance for you there. He was non-committal." Vince talked to me. Vince said, "You're always welcome." He was bullshitting me, and I knew that. So I walked away from being in North Carolina that time with them, realizing that I was never going to go back to wrestling. Even saw Kevin Dunn that day, and so yeah. But it worked out for the best. God, I got to work. I got to stay here in Atlanta in this house. I've been here 34 years. We got to work for the Georgia Bulldogs, work for the Atlanta Braves. It all worked out, man. You know what? And again, it's like life. You just never know, do you?
No.
You never know what life is going to bring you. And look at me now, as they say. Thanks to you, thanks to Tony Khan, thanks to everybody. So, well, glad they didn't.
I'm glad they didn't either. And John Hamilton has the follow up question we all want to know. Can you get me a job at AEW?
John?
Yeah, anybody. Can you just hire like everybody in the live chat, all of our guests? Do you think you could get us all gigs?
I'm going to say the same thing to you, John, that Vince Russo said in one of these dark sides of the ring at the end of it. Somebody asked Vince Russo, "Can I get a job in wrestling?" And Vince said, "You do not want a job in professional wrestling." And that's my answer. You do not want to work in pro wrestling.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. It's very stressful. It's a mess at times. It's rewarding many times, but it's not what you think it is, man. It's not what you think it is. You look on the outside and look like Edge and Christian just won the match. You look on the outside looking in and say, "Man, that would be cool." No, it's not that cool. Plus, there's no jobs available, so fuck off. I don't know. John Hamilton's a friend of mine. He knows. Jesus Christ. Okay.
That's the headline for the whole show right now.
Okay.
Tony Schiavone tells fans who want to know how to get hired by AEW, there's no jobs available, so fuck off.
I wouldn't even know what jobs are available because we have an HR department, and I guess they put them out there. I don't know if there's a website. Does that somebody know if there's a website?
How would we know? You work for the motherfucking company.
It's a big fucking company. I don't work in HR. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know it was big.
Okay. It's big. Okay.
I found it. It's allelitewrestling.com/AEW-careers. And they've got
Okay.
all the current openings right now. You could be the associate producer for graphics
Okay.
or for motion graphics or
Yeah.
just producer of graphics or
Yeah. Well,
producer of motion graphics or a producer editor or a
okay.
producer graphics late night role or an editor or a social media content editor or a
Hey.
producer and editor in Spanish. You could be any of those things right now.
Get that fucking
AELLEITELLING.com/AEW-CAREERS.
and it's not hiremetony.com like Silva's popped up there. I have one I have one employee. That's Laurie Schiavone Engel. That's the only employee I got. That's all I got.
Look at this next match. This is real. It's Earl Hebner versus Nick Patrick.
Oh, for crying!
I'm really glad that you didn't get hired by WWE back then, because I just know in my heart of hearts it'd be Tony Schiavone versus Jim Ross.
Yes, it would have been, wouldn't it?
God, it would have been. It would have been great too.
Yeah. And I could have taken a hard bump and sued him and been set the rest of my life. John Hamilton says, I applied on LinkedIn a year ago for IT. Why didn't you tell me, John?
It wouldn't have helped.
It might have.
Shit.
I do have some connections.
That's not true.
I got one prick hired here, and you saw what that lasted about a week.
Yep. Which is why you won't do it again.
That's exactly right.
Bobby's being a real asshole saying, can we be seat fillers? Yes, you can. Tickets are available now. They're hiring for that job at AEWTIX.com. There's a $20 application fee. We'll see how you do and let you know after the matches.
Yeah.
Oh, John Hamilton says, I texted you about it and you told me good luck.
It's a madhouse here.
I wasn't going to say that part.
There you go, John. I told you. I mean, it's a madhouse. It's a tough place to work. Oh, look at Earl Hebner sucking Nick Patrick and stomping Nick Patrick.
Does Nick Patrick sound like $1 million or what?
Yeah. Meanwhile, no one is watching Earl Hebner and Nick Patrick. They're watching the girl in the ring, by the way. Look at the fans rise in unison, man.
Everybody's wanting to put some respect on the name of the hardcore legend, Mr. Mick Foley.